All right, welcome to this weekend Sidereal Astrology forecast for September 4th, 5th, and 6th. My name is Athen. So we've got the moon in Taurus Friday and Saturday, and then the moon will be shifting into Gemini here on Sunday. So one thing about moon in Taurus is that the moon is exalted in Taurus. This is a friendly earth sign. It's all about the simple pleasures, the sensual pleasures, a good place for the moon. This is our daily concerns. Of course, it depends on our personal charts, but the moon does like to be here. So a good day for relaxation, for the simple pleasures, the good meal, the hot bath, and maybe even taking care of some of the earthly elements of life here with this kind of transit, because it is quite active actually, because we are in this third quarter phase of the lunar cycle. As you can see here, it goes exact on Saturday. So it's usually a time of pushing forward and plowing through a lot of the things that we already started during the lunar cycle. So that might be in relation to Leo, might be in relation to self-expression and any other creative projects or things like that, or just projects in general that we may have started during that time period. That would have been about 3 weeks ago. So anyways, but with that, the concern I think will naturally be on the earthly things. It's a good day for nature, getting out into nature and, more of those earthly enjoyments. So then on Sunday, though, it does shift into the more mercurial thinking energy. So I think Sunday would be a good day for learning and writing and maybe socializing a little bit. But that energy will sort of, it'll get closer to that solar eclipse that we're actually going to be having in Leo here next week. So the energies will be dying down. We'll probably notice more of that dying down energy, but with the moon in Gemini, it's a good time to exchange, to learn, to write, read that book, etc., which will be mostly on Sunday. So that's the overall theme, the moon transits. Let's go and look at the transit graph without getting into all these lunar aspects. I'm just going to sum up the most important things I see here. On Friday, the moon does oppose up to Saturn. So with Friday, the moon in Taurus, although, rest and relaxation could be a good thing, balancing that with Saturn, which is responsibilities. So maybe finding how we can enjoy ourselves while at the same time take care of our responsibilities would be a good way of working with Friday. And patience and all that Saturn energy can go a long ways. Could be a constructive day too, but enjoyable nonetheless. So I feel like that's going to be the high points of the day. And then over on Saturday, we've got a couple important things taking place. And we'll start to feel this as we proceed through Friday as well. One is the sun trining up to Pluto. So first of all, this is very powerful self-expression, especially with the sun already in dignity in Leo. Trining up to a fiery Pluto in Sagittarius can be quite powerful. So it's always a good time for making change. It's a good time for expressing ourselves deeply, honestly, truthfully, just really raw and at the matter of things. But anything that is about change, and it depends on our personal chart, wherever Pluto is for you, making change. And I think we'll naturally have that support when we want to do that. And this could be a very, very powerful weekend, actually. So being open to that and I think constructively working on things can flow quite nicely because the sun is that creation energy, but it's also the playful energy. It's the fun, the lighthearted energy, which could be very, strong over the weekend as well. So that'll be that aspect. And then Venus goes station direct. So after her retrograde, which was this sort of pause and reflection of everything relating to our one-on-one connections, our values, and perhaps even the material or financial side of things, now we'll slowly start to move forward as we go into next week. So it's a good time over the weekend to kind of have that pause, have that reflection in those areas, because Venus still has to get out of her shadow period. And a lot of the stuff that we sort of learned could sort of click and come to a fruition around this time period. And depending what Venus rules in your chart, could be certain things starting to move forward. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be mostly on Sunday when she goes, direct exact, but we'll feel that pause energy. And I think it's a good time to just kind of hold off and pause on any type of things relating to those areas of life, maybe even relating to that passion and things like that, but specifically in the relationship and with values and things like that during this period. So that way when she moves forward, we can now take a lot of the things we learned during these past weeks and start applying them. So that's going to be the shift. And like I said, that'll be Friday, and then Sunday we'll feel that shift as well. Friday in the transit graph does have that third quarter phase. So action, patience, hard work. The square energy does hold it of Saturn. Same kind of energy there. But it looks quite good for the one-on-one connections and for asserting ourselves, or at least can be, with the moon sextiling up to that Venus-Mars conjunction here on Saturday. Then on Sunday, all sort of quiet with the lunar aspects. The square up to the north node is not very personal, but depending on what your personal life path is, do check your life path reading video if you haven't seen that already, but constructively working towards that. Maybe improvement with the north node in Virgo, health, diet, and things like that. But I'm getting a sense of on Sunday, a lot of that reflecting pause kind of energy, especially coming out of Taurus. Venus does rule Taurus. So while it is a good, weekend for those simple pleasures, I think, just more of that internal process, because she'll be stopped and then slowly starting to move forward when it comes to those simple pleasures of life. So have a good one, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll talk to you on Monday. Take care.